Here we are again for another episode of Panel Van Confessions. It's good to be back on the road, having a chat with some guests. Cheers, I think we can spy Yumi Stynes. Will she get in the car? Yumi Stynes, welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, wet and cold.
I know.
This is shit.
It's Melbourne. Thanks for coming down. Now, you've got, what, 3 daughters?
Yep.
So what would it be like to have a son, do you think?
Well, I'm actually having a son.
You're actually having a son?
Yeah.
You've heard it here first, folks.
I'm having a son, my first boy. So I've got 3 girls, a boy in my tummy
Wow.
right now. He's about 7 weeks off showing his face. Like, I feel like I'm sort of this warrior lioness enabled to create fantastic female babies. I'd sort of taught them how to be strong and how to stick up for themselves and not take any shit from boys and stuff. And now I'm going to have one. So I have to sort of rethink, you know, what's it like to be a boy? How do you cherish that little soul?
Exactly. How do you educate him about girls?
I realised that the responsibility is not just to the women, it's to the men as well. And it's really made me think a lot about how to build a good boy.
Yeah, well, this will be interesting.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to play it by ear, you know? I mean, I think it's a scary world for young boys, young men.
Yeah, it is. You got to look like you're strong, and there's a massive difference between being emotionally strong and physically strong. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we confuse the two. Do you ever have conversations with your partner about his health?
Yeah, all the time. We actually,
mental?
my husband and I had a blazing row about health yesterday. You know, he is one of the smartest people I know, and he's also one of the loveliest. When it comes to health, he completely delegates to me. You know, he can sit on the phone for 45 minutes to Telstra. He can chat to our plumber in Arabic. He can call the school and do that awkward phone call about, you know, the hateful teacher, but he can't book his own doctor's appointment.
It is a strange thing, because, I mean, I don't even have a regular doctor I go to.
You're trying to are you still doctor shopping?
I do doctor shop.
When I was a youngster and I was all talk and no action on the sex front, I had this notion that guys with moustaches were better at oral sex.
Right, it was just a feeling that you had.
No, I think I read it somewhere
or
something. So I was determined to experiment and find out for myself.
Yeah, and
well, the honest truth is, I don't think I ever found out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like I said, I was all talk and no action.
What's the most significant life event that you've faced?
Okay.
And what did you learn from it?
Some really big ones, but I thought the one that I've reflected on the most is my dad dying when I was 19. A classic case of a man who was quite ill but refused to go to a doctor. He was just too busy, you know. His friend was the doctor and said to him, "You've got about 2 years to live." Bang, 2 years, he followed the schedule and died. So he was only in his 50s, and the closer I get to 50, the more I see what a huge loss that was. And he could have probably averted it by going to the doctor and getting checked up. I think about it all the time because he would have been a cute grandpa to my babies, and mellowed out a lot, because I just remember this kind of, you know, cross overworked guy. It's really important to look after your health and to live the life that you want to live when you're still alive. You know, not to keep deferring and waiting till the right time comes. Giving out a compliment is the cheapest gift, but it can be so powerful.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that. Yeah, you've got a good attitude. I always learn a lot from these interviews with you.
Thanks for the ride.
No worries.
Disgusting day.
Yeah, in a beautiful car.
It's a winner.